Hi guys. So I just want to mention this before I start another video. There was already stuff that came through, and it was directed at me from Mary Folio, where it was said, it was put through at me stuff about that they could get celebrities to go on to a show and make comments. That there was threats of thrown out about, do you want to see the colors change in a post about New York, as in we could change the colors with the media towards me. There was even stuff about the narrative being thrown out there. There's been multiple things coming through at different times in the past year. So if anything pops up towards me where they are actually trying to put out some sort of fake bullshit, more stuff than what I already saw, I'm gonna make sure I really name it and I put it out. But those threats were already there. Okay, so connected to people they know. So connected to Gabba Bernstein and Lily, it was like, hey, we could control the narrative of what's being put on the media. Yeah, and there was fake news in Canada put out. There's a lot of shit that's being put out on the social media that I was like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, so I'll see if I post this. Just I wanted to put it out and mention it of just like, if I start to see anything like that at me, of trying to come up with like some sort of bullshit sort of like we'll tweak this narrative, or like I actually had a post, you want to see the colors change. I was like, like there was multiple things that popped up. It had been at least three or more things with that of literally going, hey, I can use the media against you. Yeah, that's who Mary Folio is. Yeah, so that was Mary, and she hopped in and stuff because of Gabba Bernstein. And both of them, how they were using the media in the past year, including there was, oh God, like there was, yeah, I already listed off a bunch of stuff. So I'll see if I end up posting this. If anything pops up where I'm seeing stuff directed at me, things directly said to me, or it's just pretty much any more shit that I've seen that was just toxic towards me. If I see mental warfare, bullying, abusive shit, I'm just going to start naming it even more. But those were put out as threats. Yeah. So I want people to know that's who Mary really is. Of literally threatening to turn, I'll like try to turn the media at you. And I'm literally just saying exactly what they did. Yeah. So you know that's who she is. Because it is. It is who she is. And one of the first times it happened was they had Shirley MacLaine go on a show. And I saw it like suggested towards me psychically. And it's like, okay, I looked at this online. And I'll explain that, what I just said too. Suggested cycling. That they went and they had her go on. And I saw the post, and the whole vibe and feeling behind it was, oh yeah, look, we could have her go on. We could have her go on there and say stuff. And then the other side of it, energetically, was, just so you know, we can have someone go on there who's a celebrity and get them to say stuff. And I remember when I first felt that, and that was from Mary, and I went, oh, that's interesting. She did that a bunch with these kind of, it'd be almost like two things behind it. There'd be one, it could look a little, either like a light joke, and then the other side there'd be what was behind it. And they started to use that as a technique. And I went, huh. Or they even tried to do revision, where they would, at first you'd see a post and it would have one sort of vibe, and then they'd try to revise it after and then throw in a shot. Double check with the universe. That's spiritual warfare. There has been mental and emotional warfare too. Gabba Bernstein, Mary Folio, and people, they've had other people do that. There's been over a year of that stuff. So I wonder why. That's coming out. Yeah. So you can double check that. Yeah, if I see anything being posted, including they have someone else do that is just toxic shit towards me, taking shots, and they would be hiding behind other accounts and having other people do it. So they weren't doing it on their accounts. They were hiding behind other people. So I'd go on my Instagram, and I was like, oh, look at that. This is toxic. That's bullying. Oh, I'm serious. And this has been over a year of that. I have the one video from when I was in the mountains, and I was going, really? Like, this is who you guys are. That's who you guys really are. That's interesting. So I want people to know that is who she is. That was threatened at me. And there was fake news in Canada. There was, that she was connected to, that Gabby Bernstein was connected to. And I kind of went, that's interesting. So who are they connected to that would be doing that too? And they had, what's fucked with this? They had other people on other accounts take shots. They had stuff trying to make it look like, oh, this is just like a little joke. And the intent and the energy behind it was, no, it meant harm. Ask about the movie. Oh, like, I'm serious. Oh, yeah, I'm serious. If you guys knew the level of fucking shit they have fucking pulled towards me. They were even trying to joke online of making it look like, oh no, we're doing this as a joke, so we'll like, this will help you in some way, and you know, you now different people will know about you in some way, and we'll get these different people to make posts towards you. It's been over a year of it was like, the energy doesn't lie. It's not a joke when I have a feeling of like, don't look at that post, don't look at it. And then I look at it maybe a little bit. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And they're directly trying to throw in bullying or something toxic with a bad vibe behind it. And then on top of it, oh no, we'll make this look like a joke. No, this is to help you, you know. Or what was it she threw in there? You know, this is an opportunity, you know, like a rare thing that comes up of like, the attention that comes along, and like once in a while she tried to tweak it to that narrative. She tried to tweak it to that after things first started, when I went back and forth with Gabby Bernstein there, which I was like, oh, interesting, why is she even hopping in? And they literally had a post I said on YouTube where she said this, like, oh, this was through her. There was a post while they were doing bullying at me, and I was like, well, look at the amount of shit I was going through at the time, processing trauma with family, spiritual warfare. And it literally was saying, like, it won't matter if you kill yourself. This literally came through. That we'll talk about celebrities having mental health issues. I came through it. They had a creepy picture of the girl who played Captain Marvel, like kind of messed up on the YouTube thumbnail. And they incorporated the name Mary in it. And it was the energy and the message behind it. So they would do messages behind stuff. They would use intention. They would do hashtags. All these different ways they're doing it. So anyone who could pick up on energy would be able to pick up on certain stuff with this, or double check what I'm saying, ask the universe, check if there's revision, because they started to do Neville Goddard's revision. All these sort of ways of fighting in these ways that has just shaken my head, like the weak little bullshit stuff. Oh yeah. So this is stuff that's happened. That did happen. That did happen. That was literally at me from her. That's who she is. On behalf of Gabby Bernstein, the two of them, if you found out the level of shit they have pulled for over a year, and then they would try to throw jokes in there in between, and then right away with throwing something really toxic, and then they'd try to revise it quickly after. That is trying to condition. That is disgusting. That means there's a full-on abuse cycle. That means it's a throw something really abusive, and then try to like maybe joke a bit, and then just revise the abusive shit you did. But oh, that really hurts. Oh, okay. Or like oh, that really bothered you. Yeah, that's really abusive and toxic, right? Okay, now let me revise it quickly. Now we'll like joke a bit. Yeah, that's full on fucking abuse. There was they literally took narc abuse that I had been through and tried to use that at me, and tried to have Mel Robbins make a fucking post about narc abuse, and there was stuff that was that two-sided. It was like both. It was on one hand like, oh, we'll make it look like this is to help people who've been narc abused, and at the same time we're going to use it to take shots at you. That was done. Yeah, I've already named some of this stuff, but I want to mention that it's almost like if anything pops up where they start saying some sort of fucking bullshit towards me, or something aimed at me of like, we're going, and they've already thrown out the term targeted multiple times at me now. One of the times they had a celebrity, and it was a Target store, and they incorporated that, and behind it, and this was from Gabby Bernstein, was the like being targeted, and there was a full Target thing. They had the guy in there. It was a reference towards me and different stuff, and I'm like, oh, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh yeah, that was actually done. There's been multiple posts about like at me about being targeted. I was like, that's interesting. Yeah. So literally threats of like, we can like turn this media at you, and we know some people, and yeah, some people they might be well known, and who knows in this industry and all that sort of stuff. So maybe I'll mention that. anyone that was asked by Gabrielle Bernstein, Mary Folio, or anyone on behalf of them to say, do a video, hey, there's this guy in Canada, like towards me, in any way, shape, or form, they took part in bullying. They took part in full-on mental, emotional, abusive shit towards me. I had a video ready to go with the one, but then I had this feeling, I was like, don't release that one. Yeah, that's what they took part in. And it's been over a year. And they might, who knows what they were saying of, we're joking, maybe we're joking with this guy, it's just a joke. It's not a joke when you have, how many, in the past year, has there been 100 videos at me? Or more? Literally, posts at me, all taking shots, whether they tried to make it look innocent or not. And multiple people, I don't get ganged up on, and anyone fucking gangs up on me, oh my God. I'm gonna make sure everyone knows who you guys actually are. And, yeah, I don't look at these people as like up here. They're not. I'm not pressed by them. If anything, I've seen who they're down here. They're not. Oh, I don't like it's yeah. And nobody threatens me. Nobody fucking threatens me. You don't ever fucking threaten me. You don't ever say, oh, we'll turn the fucking media back. No, you don't ever. They don't ever fucking threaten me. No. So I'll see about getting that up. People need to know that's who they are. Double check all this with the universe. So I want all the light workers on the planet to know too. They did do this stuff. Yeah, while stuff was clearing from the planet, while corruption was clearing, while all this sort of stuff, while I directly did stuff to help their country and the planet, and they knew about different stuff I did to help. So that's another thing that's really fucked up. Of like, wait a minute. You guys know that. You know that, and you still knowingly went out of your fucking way. Oh, and they tried to fuck with a podcast I was supposed to be on with Nikki Nestler that I was invited on directly from her. She was going to put one together right away. All of a sudden, they tried to fuck around with it, and I saw it. And it was Gabrielle Bernstein and Mary Folio. They didn't want me to bring... Like, why? I said it in another video. Why would that be the case? Especially when you already knew it was about miracles, that I do miracles, and that I did stuff to help your fucking country. And I was helping Canada quite a bit. I was helping different countries. So I was like, why would they do that? That's interesting. But you know why? Because they're really fucking corrupt. And I was wanting the corruption to clear from the fucking planet. All this stuff started to come out of different people. And holy shit, turns out Gabrielle Bernstein is one of the most corrupt fucking teachers out there. Like extremely corrupt. And... well, what does that make Mary if she's to the point of literally saying, well, if you killed yourself, like it wouldn't matter? How was they feeling at the time? Looking and seeing a group of people try to gang up at me, and literally you had fucking Jay Shetty, who turned out to be a little piece of shit for this too, and Kyle Cease, also a little piece of shit, who as men, apparently you guys are about this big. And they made posts about men's mental health right after this on behalf of Gabrielle Bernstein. So while bullying, as a group, and you guys were abusing the fuck out of your celebrity, whatever you want to call it, or we know who people, you guys are weak. You guys are all fucking weak. Literally turned around and made a post about men's health. The two guys did. And then Jay Shetty tried to also follow up with posts trying to mock stuff about hair loss towards me. I said in another video. So, oh yeah, but on the other thing, oh yeah. So... yeah, great when I see who they really are. It's great that he showed himself. I'm so glad I got to see who you are, Jay. Great. You too, Kyle. Doing that, yeah, just Kyle realized I put stuff out there because I felt bad for him because I knew people were going to try to bully him at one point, and I felt like they were. And I was like, I don't want to see that guy get bullied. Yeah. Did you realize that? Yeah, that's what's interesting. Yeah. Or how about the free healing and the energy read I did for Gabrielle Bernstein and the stuff I put out for all these different people. And then I turned around and I was like, why am I helping them? When I saw who they really are. I was like, wow, you guys, they're not much. They're really not fucking much. No one should be listening to them. Not one of them is Christ conscious. Don't listen to them. Yeah. Literally as I was having that going on, they had those two guys make those posts. And no, I'm not putting up with this. This isn't going to be like, oh yeah, no, this is going to be very well known. This is going to be very well fucking known who they really are with this stuff. That they're not people to be listened to. They're not that far along. I said another post, if they're not Christ conscious, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Don't. And I've seen the fake fucking images. I've seen how Mary does stuff. Oh my gosh, she directly knows. Make a connection with the heart. mention something about the family, put the lighting this way, use this intention, do this. She knows how to go and do the marketing. I kept seeing it over and over with some of these people. They know how to market. Does it mean that's who they are? No. No. If you saw what I picked up on versus what you guys are seeing, a very small bit of who they actually are and the stuff I've seen and the stuff they pulled. So yeah, like I said, literally out as that was happening towards me and they were pulling that stuff as a group, Gabby Bernstein had those two guys make a post about mental health. Men's mental health towards me, as in like, just how fucking abusive that is. That you made a post about men's mental health in the middle of you trying to cause harm towards me mentally. How about I say it that way? Because that is what it is. Mentally trying to harm towards me with shit, including taking the names of people that abuse me with narcissistic abuse, which I mentioned in a video. I came back from a head tick. I had a family member try to kill himself. I had all this sort of stuff happen, all connected to this stuff, and they tried to make jokes about it. And they threw the names in there, not about the situation, but they took the names and threw it into a training. And when you see the context, there's like, that's insanely abusive. Insanely abusive. And then on top of it, like, now we're going to make a post about men's mental health. So, like, even if this is hurting you, like, yeah. Oh, and then Mary also threw out the threat, you thought the trauma was over and done with, it's only just beginning, was one. And there was another one of like, well, can you handle, like, if there's more trauma at you? Oh, Mary. Mary. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm the one that is touched by God. I'm the one that's a former Ascender Master at a Master level in this life. I hit the 33rd dimension, galactic consciousness. Not one of you guys have ever come anywhere near this. Not one of you know anyone that's ever hit anything like this on the planet, period, on the planet. I don't think you understand what you're going to be in for, Mary. I really don't. I really don't think you'll understand of what will be coming back onto you. And that's not a threat of me doing it. Yeah. From what I have seen and from what I have been shown and things along those lines over the years, past couple of years, there's not one person that has ever acted the way she has acted towards me that has walked away from that and like, oh, they're doing great. No. Oh, God, no. No. I was shown specifically, here's what they went through, here's what this person went through, here's what this person went through. And I went, while I was learning more about universal law, the universe is like, by the way, how about learning more about cause and effect? Here's what all these different people went through because of things they tried towards you. So I better not be seeing threats online like that, especially when I see that fucking cocky attitude from her. And even feeling that of, like, as a group, wanting the person you go at, of like, try to get them to make a post to make them look cocky. And meanwhile, they're the ones that, like, the level of toxic shit I have seen out of them. What are they doing out there teaching? At all? What are they doing a fucking TED Talk? What are they doing writing a fucking book? What are they doing with their own podcast? What are they doing on a show? And any of this? From what I've seen, no one should be listening to them. They shouldn't be listened to. At all. If they're in their group, maybe Deepak you can listen to. If they're in their group and they're not Christ conscious, don't listen to them. Do not. Yeah. Can you imagine that? Knowing that somebody was doing miracles, including to help your country, and you intentionally tried to push stuff out to cause harm towards them after you know that they went other way to help. That's interesting. What do you call that? That's Gabby Bernstein. That's Mary Forleo. What do you call that? What do you call that? And then they want to go out there and say they're a fucking teacher. And they're doing this and that. Honestly, it is like, how can I describe it? I look at what they put out and it's like this. Like they're like that now. That's the way I look at them. I look at them like that. Like it just right down here. If you guys saw, think of what I just said about the thing about how they acted. Can you imagine that? Going out there on a fucking TED Talk stage, writing books for Hay House, and then having your friend say, oh yeah, well, if you tried to kill yourself or did kill yourself because of any harm towards you from us bullying you, well, it wouldn't matter. And we'll just talk about celebrities issues. Then what happened? There was bullshit posted on social media from certain celebrities. They weren't, if I remember correctly, I didn't see any of them were super huge celebrities, but like even bullshit's posted during a YouTube video where a guy is faking stuff, talking about his anxiety, and he was supposed to be a YouTuber, and throwing in like bullshit during a video, and next thing you know, it was mentioned about like one or two people saying something about medication, but it was like little bullshit thrown in there connected to it. I was like, oh, so they are doing that. They're throwing in little bits of like, just so you know, celebrities have some problems too with this. Throwing that in there to try to put it in with everything else. That's interesting. How about it? This is very real. This did happen. And they have pulled stuff like that. And I've seen over a year of toxic shit, very fucking toxic, abusive shit, which I'm never going to put up with. And I'm not going to just let this be like a, oh yeah, oh no, you guys are going to all be completely drawn out and seen for who you guys really are. That's what's going to happen. There's no more fucking hiding for any of you. You guys are all going to be seen for all the shit you pull towards me. That's what's happening. Whatever, yeah, that's happening. So yeah, Universe Source, I want all the light workers on the planet to know about all of this. If there was any revision, I want them to know. Anyone involved with this is all going to be fully seen for what they did. Any harm meant towards me, my family, friends, life, anything, my social media. I already mentioned certain stuff about that one. And if it was revised, I want it to all be seen. Thank you.